Gigi, it's Tuesday.
Yes, it is. It's election day.
I was going to say the most important day of the year. We had to get the results, and I wasn't going to say the election.
Oh.
No, it was not. No, it was not. The college football playoffs, baby. Today was the first day of the college football playoff rankings.
Ooh.
And the very first, oh snap, they just scored. Sorry. Ball State, Miami, Ohio. Rainy games. Gonna get ugly. What they call it?
What?
Macadocious?
Macadocious.
What they call it?
Know. I don't know. They call
Sanity. Oh, now I gotta go. They just said it like 8 times. Anyway,
Anywho.
The MAC conference. I digress. We just had our first show with the new 12-team playoff seedings.
It's crazy. I'm confused.
I love that stinking all-state playoff predictor.
Oh, you like that?
Oh, I loved it. We got to get one. Can we get one right here? Maybe when they if they win it or if they win all out. And the number.
No.
Side note, I like to point out that they didn't talk about the column, and I know it's early. The column that said win title.
Oh.
Ohio State had the highest percentage at 17%.
Oh, okay.
Before they clicked any buttons. All-State, you may know something we don't know. I say let's do it like this, E. Let's see how we feel about it.
Okay.
I like to do the seedings 1 through 12, and then I'll also say where they're ranked.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah?
Do what you gotta do. I gotta get used to this. I have to.
Yes, you do.
I have to get used
We
to this.
gotta get used to this. This is crazy.
This is only week 1.
This is week 1 of the playoff ranking show. So, reminder. Seeding 1 through 4, not ranking, seeding 1 through 4
right.
goes to the champion of the conference, Power 4 conferences.
Okay.
That's Big 10, Big 12, SEC, ACC.
Gotcha.
Now for today, because obviously they haven't played the championship game, we're only going into week 11.
Yes, we're going to week 11, yes.
They're just putting the top 4 as the conference leader. So who's leading the conference as of today? And to start with that, leading the Big 10 conference, seeded number 1, Oregon, who is also ranked number 1. Which, let's also mention, you had it right. You had that right. I did not. I put Ohio State. But as we talked about on the show, 2 days ago, I was going for the end results. And I'll be better. We need to go week by week.
That's what I was going by.
You did good.
I just didn't know what. I just wanted all the top 12 that were ranked AP, and of course we got to go by this now, to be in there.
Yes.
I just felt they just should be in there. I shouldn't drop nobody out.
Well, yes.
And I didn't. I don't know if I got them all.
Well, I did. I dropped people in, right?
I put nobody in.
I did. You did good. You had 8. You got 8 of your picks matched the CFP. 4 of mine matched. But see, I put people in. Like, I think end of the day, if they go undefeated, Army should get in there. I think if they only have 1 loss, Washington State should go there. But we're going ahead and we want to stick to week 1.
That's what Joey said. Nobody panic. It's only week 1.
Joey and Herbstreit, because they were 2 minds, 1 brain. They were sharing a brain today. Okay. Number 2 seeding, but ranked number 3 is Georgia, right? They are leading the SEC. They're expected to go.
Right.
Number 3 seeding, but ranked number 4 is Miami. By the way, we both had Georgia. We both had Miami. In the right spots.
Right. Good.
So that leaves number 4 to go to who is leading the Big 12, which is BYU. They are ranked number 9, seeded number 4, because they're leading a Power 4 conference in the Big 12.
So far right now.
Yes, and we all got that right. So number 5 seeding is, of course, the Ohio State, who's ranked number 2 in the nation, but not leading the Big 10 conference.
So you can't put them up there.
Cannot put them up there.
Got
Oregon
it.
takes the spot.
Got
right?
it. Oh,
1
dear.
per Power 4 conference.
Got
right?
it.
Going back, speaking of Ohio State, Booger, is his name Booger?
Yeah,
Booger, or whatever.
Booger.
He makes a comment about Georgia being better than Ohio State.
Well, and this I found interesting because I don't know what do we know? We're just fans. But they were saying
we know everything. We're experts. That's what we tell people.
So silly of me.
Yes.
But why did they bring this point up? And I said, oh, that's interesting. That the reason they picked Ohio State over Georgia was not so much because of like you said, the rankings, but because the losses. Yes, they've had the same amount of losses, but it's how they lost. And one gentleman said, oh, Ohio State played bad, but it wasn't so much they played bad.
They didn't.
But he said, when you saw the Ohio State loss,
right,
versus the Georgia loss,
correct,
which was worse.
Correct.
They lost by 1.
Well, the
Georgia
commissioner,
lost, yes,
go ahead.
And Georgia lost by that's what I put down there. They lost by 1 point, and I think I went what Georgia lost by
when they lost to Alabama.
When they lost to Alabama,
it was at 1 point.
I don't think it was 1 point.
I think it was double digits.
Double digit.
Yeah,
might have been. I should have looked it up.
Yeah,
but that was the reasoning. And they say, well, are we going to stick with this? We don't know. The committee goes back and forth, but that was a factor.
Well,
and I said, that's interesting.
He mentioned he was very precise. He wasn't a bubbly man. This is his first year as commissioner.
Yeah, he was not bubbly.
The Michigan University athletic director. I forgot his name. Who was our guy last year?
Ward Manuel.
Oh, Boo was our guy last year.
Boo was our guy last year.
He mentioned that also that Ohio State's loss is to the current number 1 team, Oregon.
Yes, he did.
And Georgia's loss is to the current number 11 team, Alabama.
Which makes a difference.
And it brings me back to that stinking Ohio State loss.
Oh, dear.
The 10-second runoff.
Oh, dear.
And I know we always say, don't let the officials be able to manage your game.
You should.
We didn't even need 10 seconds. All we needed is 4 more seconds, 3 more seconds to get a field goal kicking in, and then we could be having a different conversation. I know. Let it go, Kelly. Let it go. All right. Whatevs. I digress. So I said that number 5 seeding went to the number 2 team in the nation, the Ohio State. Number 6 seeding goes to number 5, Texas. Number 7 seeding goes to Penn State, who is ranked number 6. And the number 8 seeding goes to Tennessee, who's ranked number 7. You got that one right.
I think so.
You got Texas right too. You on your roll. You on the roll, girl.
Okay.
Number 9 seeding goes to the undefeated Indiana, who is ranked number 8. Number 10 seeding goes to also ranked number 10 Notre Dame, and seeded 11, ranked 11 Alabama. Seeded 12, ranked 12 Boise State. Now they mentioned the first team in and out. So number 13 ranked and the first team out is SMU. Number 14 ranked and second team out is Texas A&M, which I get it, but if you're okay, I just want to do top 12 with us, with our tracker.
Yeah.
12 is enough. 12 is too much.
No,
we went from 4 to 12 to 14. I can't take it.
I can't go my far.
I can't.
They keep saying it's just numbers. That's confusing. I was never good at math.
I am great at math and I'm excellent at spreadsheets. But that, and I'm good at analytics. However, this is not my resume. So I also would like to mention that conference-wise, Big Ten has 4 teams, SEC has 4 teams,
yes,
ACC has 1, Big 12 has 1.
What's the last one?
Is it Mountain West has 1?
Mountain West.
And then Notre Dame has 1. And I love it because everybody says SEC is tough football, and it is. But we always say Big Ten is tough football. Does this prove
has been.
Top 12?
I mean, I've been watching it for a long time. It was always the Big Ten versus everybody else. Now, don't ask me why. It was just that way. Now, some have expanded, some have jumped out on the head, but the Big Ten is just the Big Ten is the Big Ten.
Yeah.
You can't get around it. It's the Big Ten.
Now, the other interesting thing that they popped up, and we have been saying it, please feel free to go back, watch our shows, watch the proof. We talked about who is Indiana? Why are some of these teams, okay, great, they're undefeated, love that for you, but who have you played?
Well, Booger said they've been disrespected.
Oh, Booger. He also said
nobody's been disrespected.
Well, I love how Go ahead. Yeah. Right.
Joey said this is week 1.
Well, Joey said
disrespect.
you can say the same thing about an undefeated Army who has not trailed this entire season. Means they have never had to come from behind, not even by a point, this whole season. That's a feat.
And nope, they weren't up there.
We could talk about other one-loss teams that didn't make it, but what we always like to look at is the strength of schedule.
That's what they're looking at too. And they got so many things they got to look at.
At Indiana, the undefeated team, who Booker says was disrespected, is ranked 103rd in strength of schedule. Mind you, there's 148 teams in the FBS.
I found that
that's very concerning.
That is ugly. In other words, who did you play?
They're the only triple-digit ranking in the top 12, right? And then the closest one next to them is Notre Dame at 75. That's 28 ranking spots.
I know. I don't get all that, but that's a committee that let them figure it out. But numbers don't.
I get it, but I
get it, but yeah.
I think it is coming to play because it's one of our pillars. We always talk about that.
And
who have you played? Guess who had the toughest strength of schedule?
Well, it was surprising. It was Georgia. I couldn't believe it.
I could and I couldn't because you think, Georgia was a team to beat, right? Georgia came into
always
this thing.
is.
Did Georgia come in number 1?
Yeah.
Came into the season number 1, and so didn't win the championship. Didn't go to the playoffs last year. And so came in at number 1 anyways, right? And you think, well, okay, but when they struggle, you're like, oh my God, why are they struggling? They have the toughest schedule in the FBS, which means they gotta get their ish together.
They've been a little shaky. They talk about Ohio State, Georgia, and this was mentioned, and this is your pet peeve, that the quarterback has been a little off the last couple of weeks, and that's going to be a concern.
Yeah, we said it.
Yes, we said it.
We said it 2 days ago on the show.
Carson back.
We said it last week.
3 interceptions to one.
We probably said it 3 weeks ago on the show. We probably said it 4 weeks on the show.
And in our old feedback, the quarterback got hurt. DJ Lagway.
Right.
They were leading Georgia. Halftime, they tied Georgia. I don't know if they were tied.
I think they were leading. I think Georgia tied them.
Georgia had to come back and tie. The man got hurt, took him out, put another second string quarterback.
We already talked about all this.
Oh, we did. But this is my point. Always got these what ifs. Y'all go run out of what ifs. If that quarterback hadn't been hurt, what if he had stayed that whole game?
Guess what?
What would the results have been? Now, we always say what else, coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't.
Yes, thank you.
They came back. No,
what I was going to say is we all got them.
We all got them.
Notre Dame, why did you lose to NIU? You shouldn't have. Bama should not have lost to Vanderbilt.
I want the Iowa State go. What happened? And this is the game.
Bama, to me, shouldn't have lost to Tennessee. Bama has the number 11th ranked strength of schedule, toughest schedule in the FBS. And I'll let it go after this. Ohio State has 19th, and then Oregon has 45th. It's a little soft too. Well, we'll let it go. We'll let it go. Now, the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Like I said, we can go down every team. We probably go down 143 teams
and find
and everybody got a shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yes, and yes.
Should we have argued for that 10 seconds back? I know. You said leave it alone. Fine.
Game is over.
Fine. I'm going to leave it alone. But I think the other thing is we are at championship ranking time. There is no more what ifs. There's no more shoulda, woulda, couldas. They're not really after the game anyway, but officially, we over it. We're not talking about it. We're not talking about it.
What did he say? Your destiny is in your own hands. They all said it.
It's been
you can win. You can win. You just have to win out. You just have to win your game.
If we think about it, there's only a rare, probably 5 games where it could have went either way. And unfortunately, Ohio State's in like 2 of the 5. But the person who should win, right?
Should, but...
Which brings me to how heavy is this Bama LSU game? Because what's LSU ranked?
LSU came in at 15.
And Bama's number 11.
Yes.
LSU wins, I think they jump in the top 12 for the playoffs, into the seeding, the top seeding for the playoffs.
Listen, we got like 4 weeks left.
No. Let's talk about 1 week at a time.
1 week at a time, okay. LSU, Alabama. I'm gonna flip a coin on that one. And you know why I'm flipping a coin?
I know.
They said
we talked about it.
Jalen talked about it. Get this stuff here. And like I said, he's not the whole team.
No. But that also puts, to me, a lot of pressure on, and I know we already talked a few days ago in the games we want to watch just because basically what we want to watch. But speaking of playoffs and the repercussions they can have, besides Bama LSU with the pressure coming up, number 3 Georgia plays Ole Miss, who is ranked.
I believe Ole Miss is at 16.
Ole Miss has 2 losses. They cannot lose another game. Georgia loses to Ole Miss, then what?
Don't even start with me.
Well, guess what?
I can't even.
Guess when we're going to find out?
What?
We're going to find out on Saturday because we're going to watch the games. They have a whole different layer of pressure on them now.
Everybody
does.
Not just them.
Well, you know what? No.
Everybody does.
No. Top 12.
Top 15.
Well,
top 15.
Top 15.
I'm just below somebody.
Yeah.
I'm fighting my butt off to get in there.
That's true. We could almost say top 20 if we be in for real, because when they talked about on their predictor, the things that can happen. Ohio State plays undefeated Indiana.
Yeah, they do.
Georgia has to play number 7 Tennessee in 2 weeks. What is that about? Right? We don't have the whole schedule in front of us. It's a lot that can happen. Do I smell a chaos theory?
Oh, Lord. Not the chaos theory.
Well, Gigi, we want to keep it short.
Yeah, we got to keep it short. We want to keep it tight. So,
and we're going to do this every Tuesday.
I know, y'all. I know. But hey, listen, we're keeping it short. We know it's past your bedtime. So it's
People
okay.
love us. They wish we did longer shows. That's the feedback I got. They could watch us all day is what I was told.
Lord have mercy.
That's what they say. Not
I don't
the comments.
say that. But
they DM me. They DM me sometimes.
Hey, you might, because we out there. We on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Give us a call.
Oh, Instagram. Well, you know what? Let's wrap it up. I'm Kelly, like the color.
I'm Gee, like the butter.
And this is Saturday Hangover on a Tuesday, talking about the CFP playoff, first show, first rankings. We'll be back on Sunday, per usual. And then we'll be back again on Tuesday.
And we will do this again.
We out of here, people.
All right. Arrivederci.